All right, let's count to 100. Remember, counting by ones, tens, fives, and twos. So let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. All right, let's count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Count by fives. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Now we'll count by twos. Ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98, 100. Just something I'm going to point out to you when we count by twos. Got your two, your four, all your rows of fours, your rows of six, your rows of eight, your rows of tens. Those are all even numbers. So when you're doing even and odd numbers, um, the even numbers are when you count by twos. Okay. Alrighty, let's continue and review time. We'll be talking about time today. So we'll be reviewing time with our clock. And tomorrow's your test. I want to go over some things for your test tomorrow too. So you know what? Let me review stuff for your test first, and I'll do some. I have my yellow clock here. I'll do some time stuff with my clock with you, and then we'll do our worksheets. How about that? So let me look at tomorrow's test. The calendar and stuff. I want to just I want to review our some of our shapes here. So what shape is this? Cube, right? It's your cube. What shape is this? Cone, right? Cone. Tilt this up a little bit. What shape is this? Do you remember what this is called? Sphere. Can you say sphere? And then this one? Cylinder. Cylinder. Okay. Those are on your test tomorrow. There's a number line on your test tomorrow. I'll draw it on my dry erase board for you and see. I'll go over the actual math problem with you because we didn't do much in our other math book with the number lines. This math book that I'm using right now, it does more with number lines. So I'll just do this real quick here. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, this is your number line. And they have a dot on the 5. This is what's on your actual test. And you have the paper at home if you need to look at it. Let me tilt this. Okay, so the directions say put your finger on 5. Count up to. What number are you on? Circle the number. When you're counting up, 6 doesn't look that great. Fix this 6. He didn't look like a silly 6. Okay. All right. So I want you to put your finger. I'm just putting my marker on 5. Okay. When you're counting up, it's like you're adding plus 5. You're adding. You're not taking away. You're adding. So when you add 2, you're hopping in 1, 2. So what number did we land on? 7. That'll be on your test tomorrow. You're counting up. You're adding when you count up. If you're counting down, you're taking away. So when I tell you tomorrow, put your finger on 5, count up 2, circle the number. I'm only showing you this because we didn't learn this, and it's on the test. And I want to make sure you get it, okay? So you're circling your 7. That's gave you the answer for tomorrow's test for that one. Let me see what else is on there. Just stuff about our months. We're going to be counting money. Dimes and nickels. Maybe I should review that with you again. Counting by 10s and 5s. I'm going to do that real quick too. Let me count some money here for you. Review that on the back. Let me see. Okay. Tomorrow on the test, we're going to have, it's going to look like this. You're going to actually draw. I'm going to have you draw money. I'm going to tell you how many to draw. Okay. But I'll do that today with the actual, my little paper money. Okay. Let me scoot this back and tilt that. All right. Let's do some dimes. Let's do 7 dimes. Yeah, this is gonna be a little tricky. So hopefully you understand it. Tomorrow, if you have some trouble on your test anytime on any of your papers, you are allowed to ask your parents. Okay. Oops. Make sure I have it far back enough. I want to move it too close to the computer there, and then you can't see it to the camera. All right. So I'm going to give you 7 dimes tomorrow. And you're going to count how much the 7 dimes are, and then you're going to write it, how many cents they are. Okay? So I'll do that with you right now. This is what's on the test tomorrow, too. All right, so let's count. Remember that dimes are 10 cents. You count by tens. So let's count by tens. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So what does 70 look like? 70. They already have the cent sign there, but you are going to write in the empty spot 70. 70 cents. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you get your 7 and they're in tens, 0, 70. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Got it? Hopefully. All right, then I'm going to give you some nickels. Move these dimes out of the way. Tomorrow we're going to we're actually going to draw them on your little spots. I'm going to have you draw 5 nickels. Okay. Is that man mowing his lawn again? All right, so let's count. Remember, how many is a nickel worth? 5. So you're going to count by 5. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So how much do we have? 25. 25 cents. So I'm going to write 25 cents. In an empty space, you're writing the number 25. They already have the cent sign for you. It's next to the nickel. So let's do that again. Remember? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25 cents. That's how much money I have. Okay. Now, and then it also asks you to circle the amount that there's more money of, greater value. This one is really tricky. So we had 70 for, put them both up here. We had 70, oops, it's hard to write upside down. 70 cents for our first one. We had 25 cents for our second one. Greater value means which one is more. Which number is more, 70 or 25? 70. So tomorrow you're going to circle the 70 that you write on your test. Okay, I hope you're all understanding this. I wish I was with you. I miss you guys. I could see if you're understanding it, grasping it. This is all kind of new with all this money stuff. So that's why I'm going over the test with you. But 70 is more than 25. Okay? Think about your number chart. Right here is 25. Right here is 70. The further down the chart you go, the more it is. So 70 is more because you would count all of this is all the way to 70. Only all of this to here is to 25. So 70 is more. Hope I didn't confuse you. Okay. Just using those number charts with you, huh? Our little charts. We could have played some games with picking numbers, huh? How we used to do. Okay. Hopefully you grasped that. We're going to go over some clock. Let's go over some time stuff with my clock. All right. Let me tilt this up a little higher so you can see it. All right. Let's see. What time does it say on here? You see what time it says? 5 o'clock. Right. I think we're only doing, let me look at my paper. O'clock. Yeah. Also I'll review this and I'll hold this up again. You're going to need to look at it to fill in the blanks. All right, let me change a different time. What time is it now? Whoops. 9 o'clock. Right. What time is it? Yeah, I'm going to do this one straight up and down. What time is that? 6 o'clock. Here's another tricky one. Put them both up there. What time is it now when they're both up there together? 12 o'clock. Yeah, he's hiding back there behind him, huh? What time is it now? 8 o'clock. And let's do one more. One more from this side. And what time is it now? 2 o'clock. All right. I think we're good to start. And then you're going to look at my clock because you're going to be doing this paper where you fill in the numbers. So you might want to look at my clock and I'll be filling it out too. Okay, so first though, you should have, let me move some things here. First, you should have this page out, talking about things that take more time and less time. Okay, more and less time. So let me move this so you can see better. Let me get my red crayon. You don't know if you can really write your name. Not much space up there, huh? All right, it says more time, less time. It's the directions all the same for a blue well, green turtle, yellow star, and red heart. It says circle the activity that takes more time. So look, they already did the first one for you. See how she just slipped on this jacket, just slipped it over her head? This one has buttons. So to put a jacket on with buttons is definitely going to take more time. So just trace over that. So what's the difference between those two? All right, so which one would take more time? Building with all of those blocks or just building with 4 blocks? Yeah, building with all of those will definitely take more time using more blocks. All right, so what would take more time? Putting away this one book and a couple little toys, or putting away all of those books? Putting away all of those books, right? And what would take more time? Just eating? Oh, wait, no, it's just drinking? No, he's just eating an apple, it looks like. I thought he was holding a cup up. It's hard to see these pictures, like they're really gonna look at them. All right, so eating a whole meal or just eating an apple. Looks like an apple, I think, or a piece of fruit, something. I think it's an apple. We'll say it's an apple. Which would take more time? Eating a whole meal because you got your drink. It looks like spaghetti and meatballs and a salad. Ooh, yummy. All right, turn your page over. That's why we're doing 2 pages this week a day because these are just so easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, now we're doing the opposite. Circle the activity that takes less time. So the opposite of what we were just doing. So let's look at this girl. She's just watering one flower, and there she's watering a whole garden, which would take less time. Watering one flower. Let's look at the turtle. Green turtle here. So tying her shoes or putting on slippers, what would take less? Just slip it on slippers. Get done quicker. Okay, let's look here. Putting together a 4-piece puzzle or putting together a bunch of pieces, which one would take less time to do? Less, yes. Only putting together 4 pieces of the puzzle. And last, which one would take less time? A big sandcastle or just the one? All right, this one. Just the one little castle. All right, that's done with that page. Next, you're going to move on to your clock page. You should have this page out too. All right, if you can squeeze your name on it, you can. So they're telling you when we write the time, remember how we would do the little zero, like write it like that. They wrote the word this o'clock, 3 o'clock. That's what that time says on there. This is the other way to write 3 o'clock. It's digital. This is probably most of the way everybody sees time now. It's hard. A lot of kids, there's kids that can't tell time on these clocks, because they're so used to using these, they don't practice their time on those clocks. Okay, so the directions say write the numbers on the clock, circle the number that tells where the hour hand is pointing. Okay, well, let's first write our numbers. Okay, so if you want to look, here's my clock here. The clock that we were practicing on. You also have your clocks at home, your little clocks with Farmer Brown, right? So let's look up here. Let's trace the 12. What is to this side of the 12? You can even look on your little clock here. That'll help you. 1. So you're going to write a 1 and then 2, because they look 1, 2. The hour hand's pointing to the 3, so making mine look like just like that. So I'm going to write this with you. So I'm going to write 1 and 2. It's just counting around. So 1, 2, 3. What would come here? Make sure you trace the 3. I'm not going to trace over them. You can trace 4, 5. Right. I'm going to hold up my yellow clock and trace your 6. You see that? How it's matching. See that? So what comes after the 6 over here? What do we see? 7. And then up here, what number? 8, right? And then they have 9. And then what will come up here? 10. And the last number? 11, right. Okay, let me write those in here. All right, so your clock should look like that, and your numbers, other numbers should be traced. I didn't trace mine, but I want you to trace yours. And the final part that it says down here that said was, let me see, circle the number that tells where the hour hand is pointing. What hour is it? Do you remember me telling you before about the hour hand is the short hand and the minute hand is the long hand? So by telling you those clues, which one is it pointing to? The hour hand is the short hand. So what's it pointing to? The 3. So you're going to circle the 3. It's pointing to the 3. That's the hour. It's what hour? 3 o'clock hour. Okay, minutes of time. And just a little heads up for when you're learning to tell more time. When you count with, I was going the wrong direction. I'm going to go this way. Clock goes around this direction. The minutes, each number represents 5. So if you were counting, you'd say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's where it is on. I think we learned 30. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, because there are 60 minutes in an hour. But you'll learn all that more later. But so counting by 5s will help you when you're telling time on a clock. Well, all right, let's see how you do here. They have the word o'clock written for you. Go ahead and write the time. Remember, you're looking at your hour hand. What is your hour hand? And on these, and then the digital, what's the digital? Go ahead and do those. I'm going to do them too. Let's see if you get them right. So trace your 6 and then write the time on the rest. And let's see. Go ahead and do that. Let's see if you are right. Okay. Give you a minute to finish, and I'll turn mine for you to see. All right, let's see if you got it right. You should have got this one because you traced it. 6 o'clock. This one is on the 10. Our hand's on the 10, so it's 10 o'clock. 2. Our hand's on the 2, so you should have 2 o'clock. Digital, it's so easy. All you do is just write the first number. So you should have 12. That's 12. 5 and 6. Now look at the 5 and the 2 here. If you look at these two, a lot of times kids get those mixed up with 2s and 5s, getting them turned around. Because look, they're like, the way they are made digitally, like it's just one's turned around one direction, one's turned around the other. So they put those there, I think, on purpose to try to trick you, to make you maybe think this was 2 o'clock and write a 2. Well, there's no 15 o'clock. But yeah, they try to do little tricky things on there. Okay, so that's it for our clock review paper. And tomorrow's our test. I think you'll do fine. I'll try my best to explain everything really, really good. I'm looking at everything on the test for tomorrow. I think you'll be fine. And if you ever have any questions or get stuck or aren't sure or don't understand what I'm telling you, please ask your parents. They will help you. Okay? because the directions for everything is on the bottom of the page. So your parents can read that too with you if there's something you're not understanding what I'm saying. Okay. All right, let's get ready for Bible. Remember, we have a story today about, I think it's Claire and Benjamin. So we'll practice our memory verse, pray, and read our story, and then we'll continue to talk a little more about Paul and Silas. So I'll see you next for Bible.